Hello, 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 hello. How are we doing today? Welcome back, everybody. It's World Cup Day. Can you believe it? It is World Cup Day. Kickoff for the first World Cup match is coming. We're like minutes away from the World Cup starting. Mexico versus South Africa first. I will be staying live through the duration to talk about that. Enjoy the World Cup. Watch that. We're going to try to do like maybe not a game every day, but maybe a game every couple of days in addition to, everything else. So it'll be fun. In the meantime, there's also some United talk and things like that to discuss over this period of time prior to kickoff, and that's what I want to get into for the immediate and for the beginning of today's video. But I just want to do a poll. Opening match, Mexico, South Africa. Who are you going for? In the chat, let's do a vote. Who are you hoping for? Who are you hoping for? I want to see. I want to see the breakdown here. Obviously, there's probably more Mexicans in here than South Africans, but I can't underestimate my South African brothers out here supporting and all that. I expect Mexico to dominate the poll here, and I appreciate all of you very much. But just want to put that in there as we get going. Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall is the primary story of oh man, Shakira, right? Lewis Hall is the primary story of the day. Really the only report that we got today, right now, in terms of a new piece, and it comes to us from Mr. Luckhurst, who says that Lewis Hall largely blames Eddie Howe for missing out on the World Cup and is seeking a move from Newcastle, Manchester United, in the market for a long-term left back. Now, within the piece, it basically states that he's had a fallout with Eddie Howe, that there's a fracture in the relationship there, that he wants to leave Newcastle and join United. Now, I updated you guys on this yesterday, and I'm pretty confident in the information I have on where this stands. I think that there is truth in this piece, but it is a bit over dramatized in the explicit nature of how it states these things as certainties. Number one, let's talk about it from United's perspective. Do United, Hubby is hidden in here? Hold on, hold on one sec. You muted him. All right, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'll talk this through while I do it, okay?
Always rated Eddie Howe.
Right. Yes, always rated Eddie Howe. But United really like hold on. Dang it. I don't know how to do this either. In the community section, look for section labeled hidden users or muted. I don't know. See that guy. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do anything. I'm not a man. Hold on a second. No, you muted him for celebrating a Carrick loss. I mean, that's fair, but that's fair. I just have to find out how to settings, community, under the automated filter. See, I don't see any of these things that this thing is taught. What this thing says to do, to look for, I don't see it. I don't see it. Moderation, reason, potentially no, I'm only finding things that are potentially inappropriate. Sorry. Give me a second, guys, and then we'll get into things. I actually do want to know how to do this because I've muted people too, and sometimes it's permanently, but what is going on? I don't see hidden users. Oh, wait, you know what? I'm in the wrong section. All right, hold on. I got this. User management. Hidden users. Tubby Saber. Got him. Wow, there's a lot of muted people in here, you know. There's like 200 hidden people in there. I got him. Tubbs, if you're here, you're free, okay? You are free. Tubbs has been freed. Okay, so now let me focus on where I was at. From United's perspective on Lewis Hall, yes, they really like him. Yes, they want a fullback. And yes, the kind of perspective around Patrick Dorgu has been he's going to continue to be used as a bit more of a forward overall. And that's what seems to be showing up. We even got a report from Sky this morning. Was it another left back being linked to us? It was Anthony Robinson, which is a strange link, but at the same time, because of the age, he's a good player, but because of the age, it's a strange one. Stuart with 10 gifted memberships to the community. Thank you, Stuart, and happy World Cup kickoff day from you. Appreciate you very much. And there is a members video yesterday for those of you there. But thank you, Stuart. I appreciate you as always for supporting the community. So we do want a left back. Yes, and we have been interested in Anthony Robinson. He's quite good, but yes, he's older. His injury record, if he was like borderline very affordable, then maybe as like a backup option, because we do need someone on that side, but it wouldn't be the best long-term transfer at this time, especially with Lewis Hall available. We want a fullback. We want to get somebody in that position. We want to add someone on that left side. However, we haven't made our move yet. Doesn't mean we haven't been speaking to representatives. We have. Doesn't mean we haven't been scouting. We have. We have had contact to understand the situations of Lewis Hall. We have had contact to understand the situations of Nathaniel Brown. We have had contact with a lot of people to understand exactly what's going on all of these kinds of players. And in terms of Lewis Hall, he is our top target in that position, has been for some time. United are aware of the fact that, you know, there are potentially some issues between him and the club and Eddie Howe that open up the possibility for a transfer to occur. And that is a part of what has made these discussions and the potential transfer of Lewis Hall to United actually plausible. Thank you, Sammy, for 5 more gifted memberships to the community. Let's go. So 5 more. Thank you so much. Really. So, wow. Bernardo Silva to Real Madrid. Here we go soon. Bernardo Silva to Real Madrid is a done deal. All right. So that's United's side. But what I can tell you right now is that United have not, at this point in time, pushed through, talked to the player, and made their move on a transfer right now, okay? Generally speaking, the way that it works is once we are moving forward with the deal, we open up the further talks with the player, with the agent. Then we will progress to the player, and we will say, hey, we're going to make an offer for you. We want you to inform of your prioritizing of us. Like we got reports on Ederson. He's rejecting moves to other clubs. Now he only wants Manchester United. That's it. Nobody else. And here in the last week of the deal while we're entering into those negotiations, that's what we're looking for with these players that we're
The
bringing
king
in.
has returned. Now Ineos bring me Hall plus Scott plus Mateus plus Diamond plus Romero plus Mateta.
We won't get Diomande, but the rest are plausible. And I like the Romero shout, as I said yesterday. I'm a fan. But that's what usually happens once we progress to that stage. Then we talk to the player, say, good, we're ready to put an offer in for you, but we want you to, we really do want you to prioritize us and be focused on us over everybody else. We're not there with Lewis Hall. Now, would he, I'll talk about his side in a moment. We're not there with Lewis Hall. We need to settle our midfield prospects first. We need to spend the money. We need to know where we stand financially on all of these targets before we make that progression for Lewis Hall. We have to do all of that first before we know what we can spend on that side of the pitch, before we know what we can spend in that direction. And from United's standpoint, I think we'll get to it, and he is a real target. And when we get to that point, then we will very much, I do believe, he would prioritize us, he would choose us, and he would want to join us. We're just not there yet. From his perspective, I have been mentioning for some time, there are certainly some problems between him and Eddie Howe, some concerns between him and Eddie Howe, some concerns around the situation, that he's become sort of not a priority, that he's missing the World Cup. He's upset about that. He's bothered by that. But he has not informed Newcastle of, I want to leave at this point in time. It's not that explicit at this point. It just isn't. He's not going to refuse to train or play or anything like that should he remain at Newcastle. It's extremely unlikely. He's a boyhood Newcastle fan, and he's not going to do something to upset, the club in that way and the fans and disrespect them in that capacity. So don't expect that. But he is very open to joining United. I believe it would be his priority. There's no worries for him to join United. There's, the position that he was in, Shaw being here, none of it's a problem. He would be happy to join United. I think we'll go for him a little further on in the window. For sure. I think we will. And we're just not there yet. But I think we will. And it's going to require, at that point, him to do this thing. And it's kind of the same with Alex Scott. Where, we're going to want to get to the point where we talk to him, put an offer in, and say, listen, we're going to put a bid in. We want you to go to the club and say, I'd like you to accept this bid, and we need to have talks about this. And at least enter into discussions over it to find a reasonable price. That discussion needs to happen. It's not a transfer request, but it's, I'd like you to look at this offer and engage in it because I would like this. But it's going to be expensive. I believe United would be prepared to be in the range of 55 million or so. Could that be enough? Maybe. I know people think maybe it won't, but I think that is around a valid sort of market price, even in today's crazy markets on things for a top young fullback. Maybe they'll ask for, they'll start negotiations with a little higher and all that. But I think United really do rate him quite highly. So, when it gets to the appropriate time, of course, once we're a little further along with our midfielders, I think there's a deal to be made here. But I don't think it's as dramatic necessarily as it sounds, if you get me. I think it's a little less explicitly like, oh, I want out of here. I'm leaving Newcastle. I'm pissed at everybody and everything and all of that. I don't think we're there yet. So, but we could be. We could get there. We could definitely get there. Is that the case for hold on. Is that the case for Mateus as well? Not necessarily. Mateus is already kind of done. He's going to leave, right? They're relegated. He's going to leave. It's all set on that front. On his side of it, it's much more like we need, you know, this is the money. We've set the price and told the agent what it would take to get a deal done. It's up to you and Georgia Mendes now to go and it's up for you guys to bring that money to us. That's it. That's your job. Bring us the money that we are requesting for this deal. And that's what United's that's what their job is. So they've already had that kind of conversation. Scott, Lewis Hall, they haven't had that kind of conversation as of yet, but I do think we will get there. Guys, on Sangare, God, streaming quality is so bad, man. Sorry, I'm trying to have my World Cup stream set up here, but the quality is just so low. On Sangare links, we're gonna need a lot more reports than that. It feels very, very opportunistic. You know, whenever I see fans demanding links to a signing, demanding, oh, that guy, what about that guy? What about that guy? What about that guy? Look, it's difficult to get their guys. What about this guy that all of Twitter wants? And then some random source not from England, from another country that tends to be a bit shaky, suddenly is United are looking at blah, blah, blah. Immediately, I'm very, very suspicious. Extremely suspicious, okay? I'm not going to put it down entirely because I don't know. I can't say we're not interested. But, you know, we're going to need a lot more than that to say that we have an interest in him. Right now, our targets are Mateus Fernandes and Alex Scott. Those are what are named by David Ornstein and others, and that's what we're going for. That's where we're at. You know, so for now, I'm not buying those rumors. Later on, we'll see. We'll see what else comes up in the future on that. But for now, it's a meh from me. It's a meh from me. You know, there was no other reporters on the report, as I understand. There's good reporters from France and there, but I didn't see reports that I didn't see credible rumors in that sense. So, you know, it may well be that there's clubs looking at him. Maybe he becomes a target, but we've never even heard his name mentioned when it comes to United in any capacity by anyone, like, ever. So for me, I'm not particularly buying into it at this point in time. Whew. So yeah, there you go. So that's mostly all we've had since the last video was this sort of random little Sangare link, and we've had a little bit of news on Lewis Hall. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Bernardo Silva to Madrid is a little bit of an interesting surprise. Obviously, another Mendes client signed suddenly very quickly. Signed very quickly after they met and got together after he was about to go to Barcelona. And there was things like, oh, he's going to take his time and after the World Cup decide, and then suddenly he's signing for Madrid. How does that affect things in terms of Mateus? I see a lot of assumptions that, you know, this means they won't be going for Mateus because they've got Bernardo Silva now. Maybe it's true, but maybe not. I really don't know how to make predictions about what Madrid will do, and I don't like making predictions about what Madrid will do because because it's Madrid, man. They're just unpredictable. They're just completely unpredictable. But Madrid's midfield options are Silva, Goulart, Bellingham, Valverde, Tchouaméni, Camavinga. Right. Well, I could see two of those players leaving. I could see Goulart leaving, and then I could see someone else leaving too. And, you know, I wouldn't be, like I've said before, if it's Camavinga who ends up leaving, you know, I'm not unhappy with that. Yeah, Bernardo also plays up front, so But that's part of it as well. So I'm not gonna say for sure that they couldn't get him. I move my monitor here and watch this on the TV. Hold on one second, guys. Just adjusting my stuff. Trying to decide if I'm going to be able to watch this on the TV or not without things getting crazy. There we go. All right. I want another midfielder after Bernardo. That's my understanding as well, is that this doesn't like eliminate it from the possibility of them signing somebody else. Can I show you the TV? No, because I will definitely get hit by copyright if the TV shows, which I don't want to do. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it how I have it because I have it on my monitor, and it's fine. Keep it on the monitor. It just was loading poorly for a minute there, and I didn't want to mess it up. I didn't want to miss anything, but it seems fine now. Put it on the monitor. I don't want to keep having to worry about the reflection in the background getting on the screen because I don't want to get hit by World Cup. I don't want to get hit by World Cup copyrights. I imagine those are going to be pretty severe, so I'm going to be careful there. Is it not better to go for Hall earlier? That's my worry about the situation is as we know, if Tonali goes, we may have a problem. You know, I hear that. And that is a general concern overall. South African anthem going now. But yeah, I am concerned what happens with Tonali overall. There's a new I
think United should go for Barrios.
Barrios would be cool. Barrios is an intriguing name to me. But I just don't think we can get him out of Atletico, you know? That's the issue. Because they have looked at him. I mean, in some capacity or another, they've looked at him. If Tonali goes, it's not a general problem, it's a fee problem. I mean, it's a problem on a few accounts, right? Doesn't even start for them? Well, I don't know. I think it's a little more to it than that. But yeah, I mean, look, you never know with what's his name? Simeone, what he's actually doing here.
Who do you have winning the tournament?
Portugal. I know it's a slightly boring answer, but I have Portugal. I went through and picked it yesterday, and I have Portugal as the winners of the tournament. Get this to... Oh, yeah, there's the timer. Okay. I know that's not an exciting one, but... What about you guys? Who do you guys think is winning it? England? Oh, yeah. Is it coming home? This is it? Finally coming home. I think France, I had France, Portugal in the final. For me, it was France, Portugal in the final. So either one of those. France are just so good. But I think Portugal have such a good all-round team as well right now. I still have concerns about their forwards. But they have such a good all-round team, Portugal, and so do France. Oh, you were watching a friendly. Okay. Don't know why I didn't read that out. How far will the U.S. go? Through the groups, and I think we'll go through the groups. I don't know what the next matchup was, but it looked potentially winnable with the next round, and that's about as far as I could humanly see possible. Groups and one more round, so round of 16, I think, is where we drop out. Norway, Netherlands final. That's something. That's a call. I don't think that's gonna happen, but it's interesting. Well, is it possible the U.S. and Iran can draw? Yeah, we're in the same group. That's kind of the point. That's why the whole thing is so chaotic, is in addition to everything going on, we're going to play them. Literally. You didn't recognize Ochoa? You didn't recognize Ochoa? Glazers versus Ineos final. You hope USA go out straight away. Terrible hosts. That's rude. It's rude. I mean, it's true. We're terrible hosts. The last 4 or 5 countries have had absolutely no problems in their countries at the time of hosting a World Cup. There was nothing dramatic around Qatar or Russia or South Africa or Brazil. These are all, as we know, countries with 0 problems. All I'm saying on that, by the way, is not to downplay the issues, but try to separate it from the governments. Try to separate it from the governments. You know what I mean? Separate it from the governments, because I thought we were in, for some reason, I swear to God, I thought we were in the same group as Iran before. I know I just went through picking it yesterday, that it was Paraguay, Turkey, and Australia. But for some reason, I swear it was like, it was, I don't even remember what it was in the beginning, but maybe it was that we almost drew them or something. I don't remember. Anyway. Bafana, get in. Exactly. Yeah, putting US in good company there. Indeed. You know, and it'll only be Saudi 8 years from now. Another place with absolutely no problems. Honestly. No, to be quite honest, the fact of the matter is that, you know, for a lot of ways, America's a wonderful, wonderful place to visit. And the people are very welcoming here. They're very, very nice, very kind, very, very welcoming to people traveling in, and are really going to enjoy it. Our government is another question entirely, and I will separate that. Qatar didn't refuse anyone in, sorry? That's not really true. That's not really true. I mean, they also didn't let a few thousand people out or live. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. And it's not a left versus right or a political take or anything like that. It's just, it is what it is, man. Governments are bad. That's why I'm against state ownership of any kind. Any one of the governments involved in any of these things, of these countries, are going to be problematic and cause issues. But that's not what the World Cup is about to me. It's about the people. It's about the people. And that's what we're seeing, and that's the beauty of the whole thing. It's the people of it. That's what it's all about. And that's what I'm supporting, and that's why I enjoy the World Cup. Not for horrible nationalistic pride, but positive nationalistic pride of just the joy of the competition between everyone. I'm going to have a timer on here, by the way. I'm not particularly worried about spoilers too much in this sense. But I'm going to have a timer. You guys can see it on my screen. It will work. And I'll have a timer on my kickoff. So here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Kickoff. All right, the World Cup is live. The World Cup is live. Can you believe it? It's finally here. Are you hopeful of our summer transfer window? Absolutely, I am. Absolutely, I am. I think we'll be good in the end. Is it a watch along or just yaps or hopium session? It's all of the above. Bafana 352. Yeah, we got my beautiful 3 at the back. My favorite for South Africa. It's all of the above. Watch along, yaps, hopium, everything. Marcus, there's a pretty hefty delay between me and you guys as well on YouTube, from what I can tell. I've noticed that as well, that I'm maybe 30 seconds ahead of you guys as well. Went like a week without competitive football and it felt too long. That's the nice part. We got games every single day, multiple now. I'm going to see some prime back 5 counter-attacking football from South Africa here. Crowd is great here. Which host goes the furthest? I think it'll be US or Canada, but I think most will exit around the same round in the end. Okay. Nice. Turn and switch. Infantino needs to go. Yeah, I mean, look, FIFA has plenty of issues on its own. My timer matches. Ooh, nice pass through the lines.
James, you're my guy. Nothing aimed at you.
No. I don't take anything personally. Don't worry about it. I don't take anything personally. I don't have a ton of national pride in anything. It's just, I know that it doesn't, you know, I think people, for the most part, the people in most countries are good people. In almost every country, I think the people are mostly good people. And that's my view on politics. That simple. Ooh, another. Damn, this goalkeeper. You guys seen the passes from this goalkeeper? Good Lord. Who's South Africa's goalkeeper? Because he is firing them. He is absolutely smashing these passes through the lines here. Kind of really impressive, to be honest. The tackle. Ref, no, bad whistle. Bad whistle. Latest news on Hall. Latest news on Hall. We kind of discussed it earlier. It's just not, there's nothing really advanced as of yet. Ronman Williams, okay. From AFCON, his passing was good. Nice. Backup goalkeeper. I don't know. Most of the links are John Stone. Most of the links are John Stone, right? Sam John Stone. Nothing too major, Javier. I mean, you could go back and look, and we'll talk about it as we go through it here. But nothing particularly new. We addressed the Lewis Hall rumors, things like that. We addressed that, talked through the situation there. You know, it's just not as advanced or as explicit. Sam John Stones. Yeah. It's not as explicit as like the piece from Luckhurst maybe makes it sound about like him demanding a move. I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, shot from Mexico. Save. Bronwyn Williams, save one. From Raul Jimenez. A good cross and a good shot, to be honest. Yeah, Newcastle sort of denied it because it's not that severe. The way that he's put it, it sounds very severe, like that there's this big fallout and he's never going to play for them again and all this kind of stuff. That's not true. You know, as I said, it's really more just there's some discomfort to the situation, unhappiness with it, and more like he's open to leaving, and not he's gonna leave, wants to leave for sure. And he would be happy to come to United. Ooh, counter. Oh, he's offside. Terrible pass at the end there. Terrible pass at the end right there. That was it was a decent counter. They had space, South Africa. They had space. I had space. These two teams are dreadful.
Fernandez and Hall, and I can live with it.
That's the fun, man. Get you Fernandez and Hall. I mean, yeah, that would be amazing, to be honest. Terrible switch out there from South Africa. See the thing where Raul, guy who just shot Raul Jimenez, and Trippier were convinced by the Wolves manager to join as free agents, and then Wolves fired him over social media a day after introducing him. I didn't see that. I saw they signed, obviously, but I didn't. I didn't know it was like that. That's crazy. They shouldn't. Why did they fire him? I thought he did a great job. The stadium is a great stadium. It's a great stadium. You love how World Cup football is just pure carnage, Bundesliga ball and steroids. Indeed, and that's kind of, I'll be honest, like that's why I really don't like England in the tournaments, because they play so like.
Thoughts on the Mohammed
I don't know, man.
I know it's from a mid-level source, but I feel we put the thought of going for League One seed games into the atmosphere.
Well, you were talking about it a lot yesterday. And yeah, look, right now it is a mid-source. We would need to see better sources reporting it for now, to believe there's anything in it. But hey, maybe there's some hope. You know, like I said, I'm so not. I'm not against it. I just don't think it's. I just don't know that we'll be making that kind of move right now. Anybody else's? I might need to change where I'm streaming this from, because I swear the quality is so bad on my stream, and it shouldn't be this bad. Hang on a second. I'm just trying to switch where I'm watching it. How's Chucky Lozano? Irving Lozano? I don't know. Where is he even? I'm not really worried about what certain people say, Ash, to be honest. It's on normal TV here. It's just really hard for me to stream. Oh, that quality is 10 times better. I just switched my stream over to somewhere else, and it is 10 times better quality. Holy crap, I'm actually watching in high definition. I just needed to switch where I was watching. I was watching it, so it's on cable. So I've got it. I was going through Xfinity stream, Comcast here, and it was terrible. Ooh, terrible turnover from Mexico, from South Africa. Mexico, goal, 1-0. 1-0. Goal. Opening goal of the World Cup. It's happened. Terrible turnover from the back. What are they doing playing out the back in this economy? In this economy? You can't play out the back in this economy. Did you guys see the little goal animation and everything on the scoreboard? I'm not behind. I saw it when you guys saw it. I'm just 30. There's a 30-second stream delay between me and you guys. That's a terrible, terrible turnover. Terrible turnover. Yeah, I switched over from Xfinity Comcast to watching it on Fox's website. So if you're in the US and you're streaming it online, it's so much better on Fox's website than the the cable streaming. For me anyway, if anybody has any other issues. But it's always like that. When I stream on cable, it's bad. When if it's on like Peacock or something, it looks fine. Keepers to do better on the save, midfielders to do better on the receiving. Yeah. Yeah, it was a terrible, terrible turnover. Terrible turn under pressure. Gained a couple seconds here. I'm just speeding it up. No. No, Viva Mexico. We need a counterattack here, man. We haven't even gotten close to having the ball for in their half for a second. It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good. It's not looking good for us. But they definitely maybe should, stop trying to play out the back here, South Africa, when they have the ball and just go long. I feel there's pace to get in behind this Mexico defense. But they keep trying to play through it. Just get in behind in the wide areas. Use some pace. Is Colorado on Route 66? It does go through north. Why do I want to say it goes through north? Where does it go through? Hold on. No, it does not. It goes through... No, it doesn't. It goes through New Mexico. I don't remember route. I don't even... Nah, it doesn't. Yeah, it's south. It goes through New Mexico. Yeah, no. Header missed from Jimenez there. Keeper's ball. New Mexico and Arizona. Yeah, it's south of us. When do you expect our next bit of big transfer news? A bit or similar? Maybe next week or at the end of the week. No, I don't follow cricket. It's way too boring. Rugby on occasion. Oh man, these passes from South Africa. Every time it seems like they have a chance to get through, they're just smashing it forward through the lines. You hope Mexico lose? On Monday, you ate some chili and spent 2 days in a bathroom. Can't go unpunished. What does that have to do with Mexico? I have no idea what cricket. I have no idea about anything about cricket. I can't even watch baseball, and cricket's like 3 times as boring. Rugby's fun though. Rugby is. I do enjoy a bit of watching rugby here and there. The Springboks. South Africa have been good recently. They've been good recently, so that's been good. Is Route 66 still? I don't know that it's like, I don't know how to say like whether or not I don't know whether to say that Route 66 is worth driving. The US is pretty cool to drive through. If you've never done it, it's pretty cool to drive through. Route 66 is not bad. I wouldn't say it goes through my favorite areas in the modern day in terms of cities and all of that. Referee, let it go. Let the game go. Like, I guess what I'm saying is that the cities have changed in terms of the places I'd want to drive through. And so I don't think Route 66 is that exciting. Like, I would take I-70. No, am I right? Yeah, no. I think I-70 gives you a much more interesting drive, for example, once you get west of St. Louis, because in Denver is much cooler. Colorado is much, much more fun to drive through than New Mexico and Arizona, in my opinion. And if you take 70, you can still get down to Arizona and go to the Grand Canyon and all of that kind of stuff, and then go through Las Vegas and then go into California. So personally, I would take I-70 because I think that Utah and Colorado are much, 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 much more interesting to drive through than New Mexico and Arizona. Like 10 times more interesting to drive through. They're one of the Utah, Colorado drive west on I-70 is one of the coolest drives in the country for sure. It's really, really pretty. There's nothing else like it. Yeah, South Africa's passing in the midfield is chaos right now. They need to settle in, get across into the box, get something into an attacking area. Come on. Got the ball in their half. Good job, good job. Get it in the box. Oh, terrible pass. Come on, man. Originally Chicago. Terrible passing here, man. South Africa's passing is really poor. Oh my God, they are completely out of control here. That's got to be a yellow. Yeah, I-70 west of St. Louis. Take I-70. It's very boring between St. Louis and Denver, but it's the same if you take any other route. West of St. Louis is no good. It's really boring no matter what until you hit around around Denver. But from Denver west, it's gorgeous. And you go through, then you hit Denver, you go through Utah, you go through Las Vegas. Really, really cool. If you're actually looking for an interesting drive, it's very, very cool. Pretty embarrassing. This is not a pretty game so far. South Africa looking a bit Sunday League. To put it generously. They need more love of the game here and a little less. I think they might be overdoing it, you know? Ruben Amorim tactics on a team with low technical quality might be overdoing it. Just get back to some basic football. Oh, every pass through the lines is so overhit. Yeah, as soon as you hit I-25, go west. It's very interesting, yeah. Every single pass is a through ball, like spamming it like FIFA, like right through the lines trying to get in behind every single time. It's a bit rough here. You think we could beat South Africa? Jamaica? No, wait. Do I have the right island for you? Not Jamaica. It's no, it is Jamaica. No, Barbados, right? Barbados, right? I just had to remember. You might be able to. But yeah, I need to see a little bit more beautiful enjoying the game rather than overplaying it and then smashing through balls through the lines. Somebody dribble and run and make something happen. Mexico in the attack again. You're not saying Barbados can? Wait, who are you saying then? Oh, you mean United. You mean United could beat South Africa? Or who? Because I'm thinking Barbados. The World Cup is kicked off. So if you say we, I'm thinking your country. No matter what, from here on, my default is going to be your country. You swear United played a national team here? Under Sir Alex? I swear we did, right? I'm trying to remember what you're talking about. Am I watching the UFC White House? Hell no. UFC is crap these days in general. That looks like one of the worst events ever planned, personally. Again, not political. It just doesn't look good. Just doesn't look interesting. We played last summer. We technically didn't we? Because we played the All-Stars. We played the South Asian All-Stars. Oh, hold on, South Africa. On the break. Oh my God, another. As soon as they get over the line, it's like their brains shut off in the second half. They suddenly just try to get there in one pass and it goes to crap. And then they lose it, and then they make a slide tackle and foul. Yeah. We played in Singapore. We played against an all-star team last year in the postseason tour. United demolish South Africa? Yeah, it would be very simple, huh? Mexico haven't been great. No, they haven't. And I know that it's not going to make a lot of our Mexican fans very happy here, but I have watched, I was saying yesterday when I was picking it, I don't think Mexico are going to go very far. If you watch them in tournaments recently, they're not very good anymore. But, I think they'll get through the groups, maybe even in third, but they'll get through. But beyond that, I don't know, man. Oh, like a Europe 11. Yeah. There was something like that, I do recall. It is nice they're trying to make the game kick off faster. There's been a lot of stops, but it doesn't feel like the game has stopped like at all in 22 minutes here. Will be difficult to beat at the altitude at the Azteca. Yeah. The heat and such, I think, is going to get tough for some teams, depending on the weather of these games. A lot of countries are not going to be used to it. Used to cheer on Mexico for, ooh, mistake by the keeper. Cross. Oh. Ref, that looked like a handball to me. You're backing Weghorst for the golden boot? Okay, free kick here. No good games until Saturday? What do you mean? We've got a game Friday night. USA. Yeah, they do look nervous, Mac. They look a little out of control here. Second yellow cards will go to VAR. Okay. Interesting. Remember when they played the MLS All-Stars? Yeah, I remember. But yeah, Morocco versus Saturday night is Morocco versus, was this like 11 p.m. or UK time or something? Morocco versus oh my god, why I can't remember now. Xerxes was your first choice. My golden boot is probably someone underrated. Someone in Spain, probably. Brazil versus Morocco. That's what it is. Yeah, someone on Spain, because I feel like they score a lot of goals. Someone on the Spanish team, I think, will maybe get the golden boot. What time is the Brazil Morocco one? Is it 11 p.m. UK? This hydration break brought to you by Powerade. 25 minutes in, hydration break. Well, an interesting first 25 minutes. It's been, honestly, I think it's been fun. I'm enjoying Ferran Torres. Yeah, he might be the one for Spain. It's been a fun first 25 minutes. The quality isn't high, but it does feel like they're kind of like going for it. You know what I mean? Oh my god, are we actually getting commercials? No. I hate it here, man. We don't get commercials. We don't get commercials during football games all year. How have they managed to plug commercials in during the water breaks? I didn't know that was going to happen. Even in other games when they do water breaks, we never get commercials. How have they managed to fit commercials in? But I've seen there's been other games and matches and there's no commercials when there's water breaks. But somehow we're getting commercials in here, man. No commercials in the UK. It's nice, huh? Nice. I hate commercials, man. It makes it feel so classless. No commercials on Peacock? Is it on Peacock in the US or where are you? I think there's commercials in most countries right now. It's 74 degrees in Mexico City with low humidity. What's going on? What are we doing? Make you watch more commercials. That's the goal. That's the point now. What are we doing? Oh, yeah, there are no commercials on Peacock. I'm going to switch over to Peacock. Wait, is it in English? I don't really have the commentary on, so it doesn't matter, does it? Oh, it's on Peacock and there's no commercials. All right. Okay. Plenty on YouTube. Yeah, you have to watch me getting mad about commercials while watching commercials. $74 degrees, too hot to play football? I don't know. Game's gone, man. Got commercials in South Africa for Hollywood bets. It's Telemundo. Oh, okay, so it's in Spanish. Okay. I mean, it doesn't matter to me because I'm the commentator now. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm the pundit now. Oof. Three passes in the final third for South Africa. That does explain the issue because we've been getting there in the last bit, but his passes are so poor. South Africa move it quick when they're moving, but they're just gone crazy with the passing. South Africa look like the more athletic team here, but there's some pace, but they're really struggling to get the ball past these defenders. Okay, hold on. South Africa's got it. Can we complete a pass going forward now? Yeah, we talked about Marinakis and Anderson quite a lot yesterday. Is the match worth watching? It is. It's the World Cup. And it's worth watching because it's fun. Teams who care. Oh, another terrible turnover there. Am I South African? Indeed. Half. Halfsies. Will we get a world record goal? I don't know. Remember, Arsenal's 90. Oh my God. Can you believe that? Yeah, listening to the American broadcast, English broadcast isn't great. You got to listen to Landon Donovan. I mean, the legend Landon Donovan. Oh, good passing for Mexico. They're in. Another shot coming. Blocked. For real about South African? Yeah. I'm sure I've said it many times before. Half what else? American? Well, both America and South Africa are, of course, huge melting pots if you're white, obviously, you know. Then you're going to be from lots of countries in terms of your overall family heritage and things like that. So, yes, on one side, American for a while, and then on both sides from all over the place in Europe overall. So, but directly, it is South Africa and America. Yeah. Who knew I had so much in common with Elon Musk? You know what I missed out on is the diamond mines and the giant bags of money. Okay. I missed the memo on that part. I missed the memo. If only my parents had a diamond mine. That would have been nice. And the drugs, right? No, I've never lived there or anything. I haven't been. There was a while where obviously the family didn't want to go back, but it's probably fine now. There were no diamond mines. Could have bought United. Yeah. I feel like, oh, come on. Looks beautiful, to be honest. Watch out for the sharks, though. Yeah. No, I mean, it does look very beautiful. And I have people I know who are there, but. Ooh. Onside? Oh, corner. Oh, offsides. Never mind. Dang it. Well, it's a little closer than it looked at first, actually. Right, a GoFundMe to get me there. It's a very beautiful place. I do know that. For my first time in my living memory, support for an African side is at an all-time low from Africans tonight. You love to see that? Why? I do think in the end, City are probably going to get Elliot Anderson, which is actually a good thing because we don't want them turning to Tonali. I was about to celebrate a corner. I was. We Arsenal today, right? We need something. Some chance at getting a ball on goal. Ooh, good pass. Good pass. Oh, hold on. Oh my God. Then a terrible pass. Come on, man. Ugh. Get drunk quicker with the altitude? Honestly, I don't think there's actually a defined pattern to how alcohol affects you at high altitude. What I will say is if you're not used to it, you will get sick and feel like crap faster. I don't know about actually drunk or anything like that. Good tackle. Do South Africa have an allergy to playing simple football? They look like they're forcing it too much. They do. They look like they're overplaying it. They look like they're overplaying it. Team Beer Fest. Another bad documentary. False. Fake news documentary. Been to Big Bear? I've been to a lot of places over here, yeah. You're surprised more teams don't do high altitude training? They should. Oh, good save by the keeper there. That could have been a goal for Mexico. Good stop on the cross there. Actually, quite a good save. Still got South Africa to win the group. Like I said, in here. It's not logical. But in here. Deep in my heart. Oh, FIFA World Cup after hours with James Corden. I will definitely be avoiding that. You think Iraola gets the best out of Wirtz? No. I think he would probably do better with some other guys. Wirtz is too tippy-tappy and afraid of contact for an Iraola team, in my opinion. Don't United have an altitude simulating training machine? Apparently, that's what they said, which would ideally improve your oxygen, cardiovascular strength. Real Madrid are considering Mateus Fernandez and Enzo Fernandez. The new report comes out from Tier 1. From one of the best sources in Mario Cortegano. This is The Athletic. So apparently, Madrid, that's what they said. Hold on, let me make sure this is actually... Enzo Fernandez and Mateus Fernandez are being considered by Madrid. That's what it says. Hang on, I'm trying to find the actual article. But yeah, Enzo's been, that's been something for some time that's been possible. And that would open things up. But it does say they want more, huh? Okay, so this is an article on The Athletic now. So this is Tier 1. No, I don't think this is hedging their bets. This is This is a very, very good journalist for the Athletic. Mario Cortegana is a really, really good journalist. He's not just going to report agent talk. He's one of the best in the business. He says, hang on, I'm trying to read the article so I can see it myself. Hold on. Interesting. Focused on the need to strengthen the defense with a backup right back, a left back to compete with Alvaro, at least one dominant center back, and a creative midfielder. Since then, deals for Ibrahim Konate, Denzel Dumfries. They're looking at Calafiori and Gvardiol. In the midfield, the standout targets were Vitinha and João Neves, though neither are considered within reach. Other options under consideration are Chelsea's Enzo Fernandez and West Ham's Mateus Fernandez. A source close to Mourinho said Madrid have held talks with agent Jorge Mendes over the potential arrival of Bernardo Silva, who will be available as a free agent. So that's nearly happening. Interesting. So, yeah, I mean, I hope they go for Enzo, to be honest. Any mention of Dowlow? No, they got Dumfries. Dumfries is their right back. Hypothetically, they get... No, not both. They get Enzo, but then, yes, then Chelsea will likely be spending there. Ooh. Almost a good press from South Africa, but they bottled it. Good tackle. Surely Chelsea. I don't think Silva is the replacement for those two. I think he's in addition, and then they'll move somebody on. I think Madrid, where Madrid are being cagey right now, is that they're gonna sell players, but they're trying not to diminish the value of some of those players right now. That's what they're trying to do. So they don't want to say who they will let go if they sign these players because they don't want their values to drop. I think that's pretty obvious. You know, like when Madrid sold us Varane and Casemiro, it wasn't really clear until we were in talks that they were going to go. And then it was pretty rapido. But I get the feeling that there will be multiple departures there. They're being very careful not to say because they're keeping their value up. Watching more of the South Africa team, I'm not saying Barbados can beat them, but we can definitely make it entertaining. Yeah, I don't feel so good. Oh, what a save. Woof. Jimenez nearly scores there. Really well done by the keeper. He would have been offside. Really good reactions from the keeper there because Jimenez misses it. He misses it, and the keeper manages to still get over. Well done. Arda Güler was posted somewhere. Well, years ago, maybe it was a year ago, Madrid proposed a swap of Tchouaméni or Camavinga for Enzo. So this could even be that. Off the post for Mexico. Oh my God. South Africa are struggling here, man. That's a foul, ref. That's a foul. That should have been 2-0, yeah. Mexico should have scored there. South Africa are in danger of letting this get away from them entirely, but it's still 1-0. You could see Güler. Yeah, I could see that. But I think there'll be other departures potentially. That's why I've got my eye open on Madrid. If they get Enzo, somebody big is leaving. Valverde, Jude, and Enzo would be your three. So Tchouaméni, surely you'd consider selling him then. Now, I would hope he doesn't go to Chelsea, but... oh my God, these passes from South Africa, they're driving me crazy. Why aren't we getting on with this? Why aren't we talking to West Ham? Who do we talk to at West Ham right now? There's no one to even talk to. We're just talking to Mendes. Everything's got to work through Mendes here. I mean, that's how it is with his players in general. Yeah, I don't see Tchouaméni going to Chelsea. Cross in. That's handball, referee. Corner. Corner, come on. Corner. We got something. Surely we can get something out of this corner. One would be so cool considering the circumstances of this first half. Let South Africa settle into this. Oh, man. They've gone short. Cross. Oh, unlucky. Long shot on target. All right. Shot on target. Shot on target. Not a terrible shot, honestly. Actually going to the corner quite nicely. Maybe he's got to take some more of those and catch the keeper off a guard. Instead of passing, just shoot from far away. The passing isn't working. Every pass is a turnover. Simple bounce passes there for Mexico in the build-up. Easily beating the 3-5-2 press there. Oh, Mexico in behind. Keeper's ball. Keeper's got it. Nice clearance. I like the keeper. He's a madman. He's crazy. Haven't the other clubs completed that? I tell you what, no. But you know what I'm finding funny? Do you guys see like the worry about Tottenham? Senesi, Robertson, and Van Heck almost all wrapped up already. And I've seen people go, Tottenham have already signed a bunch of players. And I remember when they were on the verge of signing Gibbs White, having this exact same conversation last summer where people were going, Tottenham are getting all their transfers done. We're so far behind. We're so far behind. And look at what happened to Tottenham. So, you know, it's not about who does it first. It's about who does it best. Okay? We'll be all right. No room to panic yet. I am a little irritated that they're getting good center backs, though. I'm not saying we won't get Mateus. I still think we'll get Mateus in the end, honestly. But Madrid's interest is genuine. It's not made up. I mean, Senesi isn't okay. My worry, honestly, my full view on our center backs is, yeah, we need a ceiling raiser. We need somebody better than a Senesi or something in the long term. But I'll say this. I think our CB situation is a massive, massive ticking time bomb that it needs a ceiling raiser and a floor raiser. And something consistent, because I think our CB situation could go bad really, 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 really fast next year. Really fast. Corner. No. Corner, ref. Ref, clear corner. Hey. It's not even a debate. It's a clear corner. Ref. I'm in the Romero minority. Me too. Because I think we need some, I see a world where 3 months into the season, no Delict, no Lissandro, no Maguire, and you're relying on Euro and Heaven for a very inexperienced partnership in Champions League games. And it's scary. And it's not like I don't rate them both, but I know center backs take their time to develop. Oh, God. South African midfielders, man. Yeah, I thought VAR was looking at corners. Mishit. Because Luke Edwards panicked and denied any news again. There are no issues between. To be fair, like I said, it is very, very sensationalized. There has been no falling out. Yeah. Like I said, he'd be happy to stay. I mean, he's not wrong. He is not wrong, to be fair. Like I said, it's dramatically over-sensationalized. He would be happy to join United. He is not pushing his way out of Newcastle right now. And he's not, like, refusing to play and having a big blow-up and stuff like that. So, yeah. All right, it's halftime. How do I pause this? What's my timer doing? Oh, it stopped at 45 anyway. Oops. How do I... Oh. Hold on, I gotta figure out my timer. 1/2. There we go. How do you do this? Trying to figure out what's going on with my thingamajigger here. Ah, like that. Okay. All right, cool. Halftime. What are we doing? What's my timer doing? What's going on? What is the what is it? I'm not worried. The reason I'm not worried about Lenny Yoro is because I recognize the difficult situations that he's been put in over the course of his time at United so far. You know, it's like it's just a constant barrage of difficult situations. Changing managers, changing formations, changing systems, changing everything. You know what I mean? And I think that it's easy to look at it and be like, oh, he's crap or this or that. And I think that's unfair. I think he's a very good young player. The potential is there. And I think that for center backs, especially young center backs playing in a completely unsettled system is, you know, he's had 3 managers. He's had Onana behind him for two seasons. You know, he had half of his career at United was, 2 seasons. 2 seasons. Onana behind him for 1 season so far. You know, the team was still playing. There's been no midfield coverage in front. It's like the worst possible situation for a center back to come into. You know what I mean? He's been in like the worst possible situations over these few seasons. And I just think it's too easy to cast judgment and be like, oh, he's not going to be good. No, I think he will. We saw plenty of flashes for me that tells me that the skill is there. You guys remember in the Europa run when Ruben put him at left center back in that run? He was beautiful. He was killing it. He was playing so well. He was playing so strong. He was dynamic on the ball, driving it forward. He was attacking. He was defending up the field. He was one of our most important players. And in the Europa final, he's one of the only players I felt who showed up. You know, but he needs stability. He needs people around him, you know, and all of that. And it takes time for these center backs to get there. So some stability for him and all of that would be good. But that's why I'm also worried about us not having center backs, because I worry he's going to get thrown in to situations where just because of injuries, because of these things that are not ideal. But then again, I got to add, with a real midfield in front, I think he will look a lot better as well. It's underrated to me just how bad our midfield has been. And just how much it's, you know, let the center backs be under immense pressure. And I think that that's been a big part of the problem as well for him. You know, the midfield is supposed to protect the back line, is supposed to protect the center backs. That's not been happening for quite a long time. The article from Luckhurst now has been edited. It no longer says Hall wants to leave, but still says he would be open to joining. I told you. I told you. I told you. Boring James is once again correct. Unfortunately, it was sensationalized journalism, sensationalized nonsense, unfortunately. But that's okay. Lewis Hall would still be happy to join us. I wish I wasn't so boringly accurate at this point in time, but yeah. I wish I could have gotten all excited about the update on Lewis Hall from Luckhurst, but I know better than to get all excited about it.
How much do you think a midfield of Kobe, M. Fernandez, Scott and Edison are over Kobe, Casemiro and Ugarte?
How much better, I think you're missing a word, but how much better do you think a midfield of Kobe, Mateus, Fernandez, Scott, and Edison over are Kobe, Casemiro, and Ugarte? It's night and day. It's night and day. Like, it's so much better, it's not even funny. It's night and day. Like, it's hard to describe because from my perspective, Casemiro's gone, guys. Casemiro's gone. In the middle of the pitch between the boxes, one of the worst midfields I've ever seen with Casemiro in there. It's just so bad. It lacks in so many areas in intensity and pressing and ability and in consistency passing. When you sit deep, you don't play with a midfield. That's the thing. When you sit deep, you really are just playing with banks, right? You're playing with blocks. When you're trying to play football, we couldn't play football. So it takes it from not being able to play football to being able to play football. It's night and day in that respect. There's no midfield when we sit deep. And that's essentially what we did. We said, fine, we're not going to play with a midfield at all. We're going to play with just these deep blocks, banks of players. There was no midfield. There was a deep field and a less deep field and no midfield. So I think it's light years ahead. That's where I'm at on it. I'm quite excited about it. I think it's miles better, and I'd be really, really happy with that. With that set of players. What's your thought on the mandatory release clause? I don't know that it honestly does much of anything. You look at Spain now, they've implemented it. Okay, what happens? 500 million for Julian Alvarez. I mean, it's like, what's the difference? You know what I mean? They might as well not have a release clause at all with the prices they're putting in them. Now, occasionally you get some random young player who gets a low release clause, and that's where it could make an interesting difference. Is you get a random young player who isn't expected to break through, signs a lower release clause as part of the negotiated contract, and then and then they have a breakout season. Instead of the club going, oh, we want 100 million or 90 million, you have to sell them for 30, 35. But I don't think it really makes much of a difference, honestly. It's just mostly it's just going to be in crazy numbers. Mostly it's just going to be crazy numbers. Last summer, as soon as we signed Cunha, I thought we improved right away. I feel the same about Ederson. Me too. I think it'll just be instantly. It'll just be better. It'll just be better. We'll just see better football. But yeah, I think the mandatory release clause is just going to end up, you know. I think Brazil using Ederson at fullback would be interesting. We joked about this like a few weeks ago that give it a couple months and he'll be at left back. And I could see that. I genuinely could see that happening. I genuinely could see that happening. You think FIFA can't usurp labor laws? I mean, that's true too. We don't know how that could even be implemented. Who do you think wins the PL next season? I think it's close enough. We have to wait till the end of summer. We have to wait till the end of summer. There's no like big enough gap between any teams to say, oh yeah, we can know now who's gonna win. He has a good skill set for fullback. He does. Great ground coverage. He's physical. He's fast. He gets up and down. He is decent with both feet. A lot of things he could do. He, could do worse than covering at fullback here and there. Pick two from Mateus, Fernandez, Scott, and Baleba. Mateus and Scott. Mateus and Scott. I still like Baleba. He's not far. I think he has got potential still, but Mateus and Scott for me. Anthony could have been a left back. He might have been a better left back than a. Honestly, he might have been a better left back than a winger. Aston Villa could. Nah, they won't. I think Unai misses something. Unai misses something. I really like Unai Emery, but I think he misses something. Really do. When is second half kicking off here? Could be any moment, right? Let me refresh my page here. Could be any second on the kickoff, right? Hold on, sorry guys. I screwed up my screens and now I'm confused. What am I looking at? Where's all my stuff? Ah! There we go. I lost track of all my screens because I've got all these things going. Second half kickoff loading. What's up, Liam? What these clubs are doing to block transfers will come back to haunt them? It could. Brighton could have cashed on 100 million when Ferguson wanted out. The label will be the same. I think it will. I think they're just making bad decisions. Longest halftime in history. It does feel very long, I swear. There was only 4 minutes of extra time. Why isn't it kicked off yet? Should have started like 5 minutes ago. Game delayed 5 minutes. Yeah, but even still, it's taken a while. All right. All right, it's kicking off now. Waiting for it. They're playing this game in the Azteca, yeah. All right, kickoff, second half. South Africa still playing out the back. Oh, it's another horrible mistake. Oh my God, man. What are they doing? Stop. Oh, you would have hit. Please stop playing out of the back like this. Just lump the ball forward, man. That was horrible, dude. What are we doing? Nearly just completely gave it away. Good God, man. That one's purely on the keeper. Please stop playing out the back. Just kick it away. Just kick it away. Good Lord. All right. 72 degrees Fahrenheit, 55 humidity. It's a nice day in Mexico City. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay, now they're going long. Smart. Goes out for a throw-in, but still. Keep yourself in this game until you settle in and find a way to get some attacking going here. Change the defense to a flat 4. Yeah, just go 4-4-2 tournament ball. You've got the 2 up top. Add some width and go long. That's what I would say. He spotted the keeper. He tried to beat the keeper. World Soccer told me they use pacey wingers should change the usual formation. Yeah, I agree. They clearly, I think there's a spot in behind Mexico's defense in those wide areas, and they're not utilizing it at all. Oy. They're getting stuck in the middle, very clogged up here instead of being able to use any width. It's weird because they're playing a formation where you should be able to get wide, but they're playing it so narrow. Yeah, I'll be here till the end of the game. Nice. Ugh, another nearly terrible decision. Very lucky to get on that one. Nice. Okay, come on. Oh, they almost got through there. Another through ball. The instant they get in their half, it's just bam, through ball, bam, through ball, bam, through ball, and then they lose it. Please. You had to predict our window. What would you say? From here, I don't know. Right now, I have confidence we'll get our targets in the end. So Mateus, Scott, Hall. Mexico through. Red card, huh? Offside. Might be a red card. It is a red. Uh-oh. Was he onside, though? Is this your longest live? No. We had like some 4-hour ones. It's a Tole. Terrible, terrible mistake there. Let's see VAR on the offside. He's well onside. Well onside. I don't know that that's a foul, though, you know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Something about that foul is off to me. Because he just jumps across the defender. The defender doesn't really even try to make contact. He's not like pushing. He's not doing anything. I think I don't know about that one for me. I don't think I think the attacker just purely buys it by cutting across the front of him. He's not like doing anything. He's just running. I don't know. I don't think that's, I don't know. I don't think it's a foul. I think it's poor positioning that leads to the situation, but what's the defender allowed to do in that situation? Let's see about Raul Jimenez. I think it's pretty harsh that it becomes a red, you know, given the situation. It's a tough one because given the situation, it's hard to not give a red into the wall. I don't know if it honestly changes the state of the game particularly that much. It's a tough one. It's a tough one where you don't usually like, it's a harsh red, but because it's the last man, then it has to be. But I do think it's one of those ones that's like it's probably the correct call, but it's harsh considering it's a correct call because of the situation, but it is hard. It's a bit harsh to me, but it is probably the correct call by all the rules. Decent slide. Canelo. I would be proud. Indeed, indeed. Am I American or South African? Both. Both. You still gotta play on the break and hit a counter. I have not heard anything in a while about about coaches since the last time I've done some updates on that. They're definitely looking. And there's a few names, but I'm not sure who it is exactly. He's passing from South Africa. Change the setup now. You really just go like 4-4-1. Ay, ay, ay. Hopefully there's still something exciting in the second half. That is that's tough. Okay, South Africa 1 against 5 on the break. Come on. Not looking good. Get the ball in the box. Why are you going backwards? I want to know who the coach is here because they keep getting into these attacking positions and going backwards and then trying to play it around instead of just lumping it into the box. Like, they don't have the quality here to pass through these teams and break down the final third. So I don't know what they're doing. Mexico be in for a shock when they play a team that can pass. I agree. Like I've said in the yesterday's prediction, I don't think Mexico are very good. They should be miles away in this game, given the decent shot. Oh, he spilled it. Okay. I don't care. Like, to take some shots, hit it at the keeper, do something. That's fine. It's better than trying to play through them. You're not going to get that done right now with the numbers you have. But yeah, I think Mexico will struggle. Michelob Ultra, superior player of the match. Vote now. Okay, change for South Africa. Foster's coming off. Mbatha comes on. Mbata. Scotland, Mexico would be a good game. Yeah. I think Scotland might take that, to be honest. Working hard with the ads. I wish I was sponsored for saying these things, but no. This South African team is overplaying it like crazy, man. Considering the circumstances and the quality differential here, I don't know who their coach is, but like, they are overplaying this football like unbelievably so. They're trying to play like Joga Bonito against I don't know what they're doing. It's not even that. They're like trying to play Dutch football, which actually makes a little bit of sense, but it's not good. They should be playing more just beautiful football, but they're overplaying it. Just play the game, man. It's really weird watching very low teams with very low quality attempt to play like overly tactical football. Just relax, man. Yeah, play Burnley ball. Like just smash it forwards, run onto it, and try to get the ball into the box on occasion. Just force the issue like that. You don't have to. They're overplaying it so much, man. Gonna happen a lot in this tournament. Too many teams. Baggio. Hard to play fast. It's not hot though. 75 degrees Fahrenheit's not even hot. Like, this is fine weather. This is like probably as nice as it's gonna be for the World Cup. The little teams need to not try to be pep. Yeah, exactly. Is the coach Dutch? Does he have Dutch roots? Because it would explain the attempted Dutch influence. Yeah, I mean, Africa. Elevation? I don't know if you guys know this, but South Africa also has some elevation. Johannesburg is also a mile up, if I'm not mistaken, much like Denver. It's not that hot. The cooling breaks are mandatory because it's summer, but it's just not that hot right now. I'm just saying, it really isn't. Like undebatably, today it's not that hot. They're still trying to play through. Okay, good job drawing a foul there. 24 degrees Celsius. It's a little less than that. So it's 23. It's not hot. Oh. Zwane coming on. Terrible switch of play. South African here, big moments, but more importantly, we are a physically inept team. I've always had smaller players. Yeah. Need a little bit. The second half, they got to go for broke here. I mean, what else are you going to do? You don't get a lot of games to qualify to the next round. Yeah, South Africa have definitely been a bit worse than expected. Did we get an influx of random Newcastle fans here and there? It seems like some people have gotten very upset about the Lewis Hall thing. They should maybe watch the first 15 minutes of the video where I talked about it. Because I imagine people come here thinking, because of the somewhat clickbait title based on Luckhurst's piece, that I was going to come here and say Lewis Hall hates Newcastle and he wants out and he wants to leave. Not what I said. Red card, ref. Just kidding. Nah, he didn't even touch him. Sell it, but he didn't even touch him. Newcastle fans taking a vape break. Yeah, true. God, that was funny. Will we have that moment again this summer? The stress. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. My title is a little bit clickbait, so that's fair. They should watch the beginning of it. All right, come on. Not a terrible cross, but didn't get anywhere. What's up, Albiab? How you doing? Good evening. Bonsoir. 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 Marcus really doesn't like capitals, JSA. So it wasn't your message, it's the capitalization. Marcus is not a fan of capital letters. Mexico playing so mid, they got to pick it up next game. Indeed, that's what. It's not like they've been good. Like South Africa have been really bad, down to 10 men. The fact that this is 1-0 is Mexico got to step up their game. If they could still. I could see them finish third in this group. Like they're this bad. But why? You ask him. You ask him. Oh my God, this overplaying from South Africa, man. Just go for it, man. Just get the ball up the pitch. Flood your players into the box and shoot some crosses. Go for broke. It's crazy. This approach. Oh, Gilbert Morris coming on. 17 years old. Youngest player at the tournament, I believe. Good name to watch. That an interesting name to watch to see how he does. Gilberto Mora. That's a very exciting one, actually. Youngest player. Take that, Jacob. Quite a talent. We actually almost had links to him, just ever so slightly, but a lot of clubs in Europe are keeping an eye on Mora here, just in case he becomes a very good player. He's definitely looks like a bit of a wonder kid. See what happens. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Okay. New player for United to be linked to. Indeed, you could see him being the exact type of player that has some like breakout goal game in the World Cup and gets all the hype and then, you know, ends up being Jimenez. Oh. Raul. It's over. Go. And that's it. It's a good long goal in the stadium. And the rain has begun. No, there's a lot of clubs looking at more instant impact. Raul with his first goal for Mexico in the World Cup. Picture perfect cross. What a finish. The tunes when they score. Wonder if he feels about the manager chains. Who knows? Great cross. Yeah, perfect pace. Oh my gosh, a commercial. Like, what's going on? Is the game over? What happened? Yeah, it was a great cross. This goal brought to you by Verizon. Hydration while it's rainy. Stupid excuse for an ad. All about the money. Imagine the US does something amazing with it, though. We'll never hear the end of it. We'll be emboldened to do this again and again. Can Timothy Chalamet leave me alone? Why is he everywhere? What does he have to do with football? He can stick to being a Knicks fan. That's fine. But what is he doing in my football commercials now, too? You can't pretend to be a fan of everything. You can't be Taylor Swift in this. Oh, the game has even started and the ads were still running. It's absolutely shameful, man. The game was started and the ads were still going. It makes me unreasonably angry. He's a Chelsea fan, apparently. Oh, I wonder how that happened. James and Timmy collab. I always remember the 1990 World Cup and the adverts. This throw-in is brought to you by Gillette, the best a man can get. Doesn't like opera or ballet. That's true. Man, is that on the run again? Oh, he's offside. Timmy is why I can't root for the Knicks. That and Taylor Swift being there. Come on, like, what are these people? Taylor Swift, you can't just clout chase everywhere, man. You can't just like. Several Wolves players, including new signing Kieran Trippier, are angry at the sacking of manager Rob Edwards. Uh-oh. Yeah, after appearing at a Cavs game, because Kelsey and all his family are from Cleveland, right? And suddenly you're getting courtside at the Knicks in the finals as if you're a Knicks guy. Come on. That's good defending for me, by the way. That's good defending for me. That's good defending. That's a good tackle for me. He's shoulder. He's ahead of him. Good defending. Good defending, that one. Good no pen. I mean, the game's over, but still, good call. You don't have to be near the ball. You can block off a player if you have the position. It's the same thing as the call the other way. He's in front of him. He has front position, which means he has the right to cut across the attacker and get in front of him. In the same way that the attacker gets a red card for cutting in front of the defender and has a right to be there. The defender, because he's in front of him, has the right to be there, so it's no foul. If anything, it's a foul on the attacker because they go into the back of the defender. Pretty much whoever gets there first. That's how that's called in the real world. If he was behind him, then it would be different. You aren't a Swiftie? I shouldn't be talking about it online, should I? You get yourself, have everybody, have you can attract angry mobs. Oh my God, this South African side are playing so crazy, man. Come on, just hit it down the pitch, dude. Every play, over dribble, over stand, over adjust. Goodness me. While you're here, can you explain the offside to my partner who doesn't watch football? Explain it. It's pretty simple. The attacking player cannot sit behind the defending player or the ball so that they can just stand there and wait for someone to pass it to them. And that's it. That's the offside rule. They have to stay in front of the defense of the ball. Called cherry picking in other sports. Can't cherry pick. Can't just sit by it. Bunch of subs here for both teams. See if the last 15 minutes have any excitement in them. Goal hanging? Yeah. But you can be a good goal hanger from onside position. You know, like in basketball, because there's no offside, you know, you'd see people at younger ages where they just like stand by the hoop and wait and don't play defense and then wait for their teammate to just throw the ball down to them to score, which is legal in basketball. And then we call that cherry picking. And it's viewed as in bad taste because, come on, like, what are you doing, man? That's no fun to just like stand there the whole time. But you're allowed in basketball because it's such a small court. Terrible game of football and you've depleted your Claude. What have you done with Claude in these last few hours to deplete it? Just reminded me to check something. One more change. Mexico change, excuse me. Coding. Depleted a Claude. Yeah. It means you've used up your AI. Tokens. It's 2026 language. I'm pretty disappointed in how South Africa have played here, to be honest. Because it's so overdone, man. They just won't go down the freaking pitch. It is frustrating. I'll have to look that up, Mac, afterwards. Toxic South African way. Yeah. Zayn Musa. Okay. Yeah, the way that they're trying to play is just so crazy to me, man. Like look at, they've got the players. Get it in the box. Just attack it. Don't overplay it. Quit doing weird rotations on the wings and just attack, man. Go! Ah, decent shot there, but they passed up multiple opportunities there, man. They got to do something here. Not a terrible shot, to be fair. Imagine paying $300. 800 plus for groups, yeah. South Africa trying to 4D chess when they're struggling with 2D, yeah. Yeah, it's very not good. South Africa on the over dribbling. It's all they've ever done for decades and decades. All street football kids here encouraged to show off all skills with no product. It could be a red card for another South African player here for the slap in the face. From what I saw there. He turned around and smacked the face of the Mexican player. Right there. It's a potential red. Let's see it. I don't think it's a red. He kind of smacks him in the face a little bit, but he might get red. I don't know. He blocks him off and then he kind of goes to get around him and smacks him in the face. He has a little plausible deniability about just trying to pull by the player who blocks him off, but there's a chance he gets red here. I don't know. I think it's probably a red, to be honest. Red, huh? Two reds, yeah. Red card, yeah. Proud to be an American. Goal difference could become a thing. Yeah. Yikes. Well. You back tomorrow for the USA? Oh yeah, we'll to tomorrow we will do we'll have a normal video somewhere earlier in the year. And that or earlier in the day. And then I will be taking a break and then I'll be back in the evening for the watch along indeed over on Big Up. So we'll be doing the USA watch along. We'll be on Big Up and there's predictions and things. I'll prepare for that one. And so we'll do a normal video here on YouTube during the day, but I'll watch along for later on in the evening. Yeah, this is not a good game, that's for sure. We had almost 500 votes in the poll. It was 72% Mexico. Good call. So yeah, it'll be we'll be back for a couple things tomorrow. Those of you still here, we'll be done soon. Do smash a like on the video. Means a lot. Appreciate it. Thank you very much for that. Thank you for all the support. It's been an enjoyable few hours. This game isn't over, but it is effectively. So we'll stay till the whistle, but I appreciate you guys all hanging out today. We'll be back tomorrow with more, hopefully some new reports and information, new things happening, and hopefully some better games to talk about. Okay? Gosh, even with 9, man, just oh my God. I'm play South Africa at rugby now. yeah, rugby. Rugby's where we're at. Rugby's where we're at. Rugby is what South Africa is here for. The final? It's in New York, New Jersey, right? Yeah, it's the New York, New Jersey stadium. Where United played West Ham in summer. SoFi is the opener. Final is in New York. Is in New York. Maybe a third bid from City. You would think now, at least, like, they might as well. I mean, what else are you going to do? Go this far and then not? You think Trump will show up at the final? Yeah, probably. Because it's like a big, like, worldwide moment. All the big wigs are going to be there. I'm sure he will. I mean, he was there for the Club World Cup final, and he handed out the trophy, remember? So I'd be shocked if he wasn't there for the actual final. Offer. Yeah, he's probably going to try to hand it off again. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Yikes. Can we get like yeah, the bid from City was rejected. They want it all guaranteed. Can we get all the I don't know. Can we get like no extra time in this game? This game's almost over. Can we get like no extra time? Would be much appreciated. You see Edson Alvarez there, who Ten Hag wanted us to sign. Another player, thank God, we didn't end up getting. 7 minutes. Let it be over. Let it end. Why? Please, no. Let it be over. More reds can still happen. 2 more and the game will be called off. Decent pass. Well. Five. My God, there's 6 minutes left, South Africa. Just run. Go. Go. Yes, go. Go on goal. Don't overdo it. That's a red. That's a red. Red card. Red card. That should be red. That should be red. Red. No, how's he switched to yellow? He was pulling red. Is he going red? Red card. Red. 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 That's a correct red. That's a correct red. Dog so. Red. I think that's red. Yeah, because he jumps across him. He's going by him. Good red. Good red. Good process. No, it's a good call. It's a good call. Good call. He's through on goal. He's through on goal, man. He's through on goal if he doesn't make it. He's through on goal if he doesn't make that if he doesn't jump across and make the tackle with his leg there.
Do you think ETH's recruitment was so bad that it scared United into pragmatism? It wasn't even the horrible values we paid, but even the players weren't close to PL level talent.
Yeah. Yes. I do think it scared them a little, and hence part of the kind of the you know, the Premier League proven aspect of things, of wanting to get players in who are Prem proven, because the adaptation of a lot of the players was so bad as well. So yeah, it's both side of it. Oh my god, they even overplayed the free kick, dude. Are these guys kidding me? They even overplayed the free kick. Oh my god, just shoot the fucking ball, man. Just shoot the ball. It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing, man. What are you doing? Just put the damn ball in the box. You have the one opportunity all game to just put the ball into the fucking box. With players there, just put the ball into the box, man. What are you doing? How do they overplay the free kick? Look right there. He gets it out wide, just turns around. This is like watching the worst version of an Arsenal team. Just put the ball in the box, dude. From any position, just put it in the box. You have 9 players. What are you doing? It's so bad. But yes, Snide remarks. I think it's they have become a little overly pragmatic because of that. They want to have just guaranteed. Go to the gym. Yeah, go to the gym. It's fine. Mexico have won. Congratulations. There's a minute left in the game. Well, there's probably going to be an extra minute now, too. They should overplay the throw-ins. Do flips. If you're going to do it, go all the way. Yeah. Do like weird tactical throw-ins, like throw to a head, to a head, to the head. Like just weird stuff. Like. Because it's nuts, man, watching this. Like, they have one opportunity to actually get a decent ball into the box. Ay. Oh my god, just pass the ball and run. Just pass and run. Just run. Why are you laying on the ground for? There's 30 seconds left in the game. Oh. All right. That's it. That's it. A game was played today. The start of the World Cup. Not the best start, but the start. There you go. 2-0 to Mexico. 3 red cards. Congratulations to Mexico. Congratulations to them for the win. And the World Cup is off and running to a degree. Let's hope there's a little bit more intrigue to come. But we're here. The World Cup is here. It's exciting. It's happening. And on we go. Okay, I'm going to end it here, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me this afternoon. I hope you've enjoyed it. I think if you're a Mexican fan, you might have enjoyed the game a lot. Frankly, I mean, I enjoy most United games, even if it's boring, as long as we win. So congrats. And I will see you all tomorrow. We'll do a normal kind of live video and all of that. And then we will be doing the USA watch along tomorrow night. Okay. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you. Smash a like on a video. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. Goodbye. See ya.